What do you say? Here we go, Raj.
Okay.
Touch the sun. Touch the sun. Touch the sun. All right, we're back, and Raj has been away.
Yeah.
You've been on the whirlpool tour of the United States.
Well, at least went to the capital,
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah. And who'd you meet?
And it was great because it was a special purpose and goal I had in mind. I'm a member of the organization called National Federation of the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went for advocacy. As a blind people, we get a lot of challenges in life. Mm-hmm. And you know, if you are a minority or any other situations in your life, you have to speak up, you have to lobby, and you have to really, advocate for your situations. And so number 1 and 2 and 3, we had a situation where nowadays most of the websites, and we have to do everything on a website, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can just simply pick up the phone and call in nowadays. They ask you to go on the website.
Yeah, fill out a form.
Yeah, fill out the form, even medical appointment.
Yeah.
Go on the website or go on the app and, get a medical appointment done. So, or you want to check your test. Say, go on the app and see your blood test. What's the result? The problem with us is that most of the websites, they design with the mind.
For sighted people.
Yeah, sighted, and so we cannot understand what's going on. We cannot click any of the icons because icons don't have labels; they have symbols. And when my phone talks, right?
Yeah, your phone talks, but your computer doesn't.
Yeah, I can do a lot of stuff, but when I go on the website, it just tells me if I have to open the website, it will say button. It wouldn't make no sense to me. I got to have something to say open. So they don't do proper labeling and all kind of stuff. So we really pushing. So we went and visited all of the senators from Georgia, 2 of them, of course, and all the congressmen from Georgia. I had a privilege to meet all of them practically, and it was a good time. Some of them personally showed up, and some of them, their assistants came, and we sat down and talk and explain our situations. And looked like we had a good response. And so we had a lot of about 500 and some blind people came from all over the country, and each one went to visit their own state representative. So that was my goal, and it was really good. So that was good. And I want to say about John Lewis. I used to love John Lewis, to visit him every time I went there, because he knew personally, and I had a great time. But of course, he's not there anymore. So I miss him.
What a nice man.
Yeah, I miss him. So anyway, in not short, that was it. But so we advocating. So hopefully, legislation pass and things will change.
Maybe somebody out there that is a computer programmer could come up with a solution.
Oh yeah,
that's what we need is not somebody to pass a law.
No.
We need a solution.
Exactly. So we asking to law because once you pass the law, it gives us the tools to
motivate people.
Yeah, motivate. We provides a guideline. We like another thing we were talking about to them. It's also some of the devices we use, like you want to measure your blood pressure, right? Mm-hmm. I use at home, and most of the blood pressure don't have talking, but mine, luckily I have one. But so why they couldn't be done, which now you go in a grocery store, right? You're standing in a line, your register talks. You go self-checkout, it talks to you the prices. So it's not impossible to fix it that way, So my blood pressure monitor should talk to me when I want to check my blood pressure. And it will help even sighted people or senior citizens or who has a little challenge in their life,
Sure.
So it helps not only us, but it will help a lot of other people too. And it really, somebody can make money if they can figure it out how to make it accessible, non-visual way. If somebody is smart enough, go and work on it.
Sure.
Probably make good money once the law passes. Everybody has to comply with it. So they say, hey,
Yeah,
I got
put Alexa in your watch.
whatever, yeah.
You
So-
know, so Alexa can tell you, hey, your
Yeah.
blood pressure's high.
Yeah.
Or, hey, your heart rate is
Yes.
elevated.
Mm-hmm. So,
Hey, eat some raspberries.
all right. So, what are we going to talk today?
Well, we're going to talk about, our normal things. We need to remind people,
Yes.
recycle,
Mm-hmm.
reuse,
Yes.
and repurpose. Everything.
Exactly. And so, also, don't forget to compost.
Compost.
Yes.
And don't get us started on how much we hate plastic.
Well, unfortunately, we don't hate, but it's unfortunately causing a lot of mess. And in fact, I was reading a report in India. It's become causing a lot of mess over there too, plastic, and people really having a challenge is affecting their health directly. And so, and it's the same here in the U.S. 'Cause
Well, here's a challenge that I think we should put out there, Raj. I think we should challenge people to be cognizant of what they're. If you go to the store, for instance, and you buy some mayonnaise,
yes,
you can buy mayonnaise in a squeeze bottle, or you could buy it in glass.
bottle, yes.
So, if I challenge you to be more conscious of the containers that the foods you use come in, and if you have an option, buy foods that come in glass.
Right. And think about it, when the man is in a plastic jar, it's going to absorb a little bit of plastic into it anyway.
It's leaching in, but
Right.
glass doesn't leach into
No.
anything. And it can be well and easily recycled.
Right. And so more people avoid that, the company will realize and do better.
Exactly.
Right. So that's
Because everything used to come in glass. Back in the old days,
yeah.
everything came in glass.
Mm-hmm. And the glass bottles are pretty strong nowadays. I see normally they don't break easily unless you are rough. But they don't break easily. So, because I use in my vending machine quite a few glass bottles, because a lot of Starbucks coffee comes in a glass and some other stuff, and they fall from the top from the shelf and comes down, and they
break.
don't break. So I don't see any problem with that. So glass bottles they make nice one, strong one too.
Yeah.
And now if you drop it from the top, it's gonna break. But no, otherwise they're good.
Hey, but you know what? If we started buying products that came in glass,
Yes.
and say they put a 5 cent refund if you bring the glass back.
That would be a great
Like
idea.
we used to do with Coke bottles.
Oh yes.
You
all
would
of-
drink a Coke and then you would take it back and get a nickel
Yes.
or 15 cents at
Whatever.
one point.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a great idea. I don't know why they don't think about recycling Coke and Pepsi and other drinks. Because I mean, it can be reconditioned in the sense it can be cleaned and reuse it. I think a lot of people not paying attention. You are absorbing the plastic about a credit card worth in your body every
A month. Yeah, about a credit card a month. That's crazy.
Yeah, think about it. So, and your liver has to work so hard to get rid of it. And sometimes as you grow older, it's going to cause problems. It can, I don't know, there's no scientific analysis 100%, but it causes a lot of nerve damage, sometimes cancer, sometimes skin irritation.
Who knows? Maybe Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
Maybe who knows what all it
causing,
causes.
yeah, because it's so hidden thing, so that you're not able to visually inspect or understand that, and it goes in your body, so you cannot really figure it out. But it definitely has impact. There's no question about that. So hopefully people wake up and do something of the plastic. Especially, I wish they really think about figuring out more and more how to reuse, repurpose, reuse. Oh, I went to Savannah, right, last week?
Yeah.
And interestingly, we saw analysis. Believe this. If you have plastic Coke bottle, right, and you throw in the ocean, you know how long it takes to break down that plastic?
10,000 years.
Well, unfortunately, 400 years.
400.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
400 100 years. Think about it.
That's crazy.
Isn't it that real crazy?
And you can put a message in a glass bottle and throw it in the ocean,
You will go.
and it'll never disintegrate.
No, because the water can float easily on the top of the water and
Sure.
can bounce everywhere.
See, that's how the police did it. Message in a bottle.
Yes.
That's our favorite song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't message in a plastic container.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a bottle.
Right. In the old time, I remember people used to send messages in the river, putting in the glass bottles or some kind of bottles, and send it off.
Sure. They find wine and champagne and stuff like that that's been in the ocean for 50, 60 years. Pull it out and it's still good.
Yeah. So unfortunately, plastic takes a really long time to break down. So I don't know. At least people should not throw anything in the ocean. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Should
Shame
not throw,
on you.
Yeah, don't throw no plastic. The grocery bag, when
They're
you
the worst.
yes, that takes about quite a number of months before you can do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do have some grocery bags now that are photodegradable, where you put them out in the sun and the UV will degrade them, but not that many.
No.
Majority of them.
No, you're right. And
And
so
every time there's a big storm, what do you see? Blowing everywhere? Plastic bags.
And then
everywhere.
they fly
Stuck in the trees.
get on the tree and everywhere.
Yeah.
And birds and all that get messed up in it too.
Ugh.
'Cause their legs get caught up in it. So then they're not able to free from them.
Yeah. Then what happens? They fly right into a windmill.
Right. Or somewhere, sometimes they die. So anyway, that's really
sad.
Yeah. So anyway, plastic is plastic. I wish I think it would be a nice idea that all the plastics which is disposable collected in one place, and maybe they can grind it and do something with it.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea.
Grind it up and put it in little jars so you can go home and eat your one spoonful of plastic a day.
Anyway,
Anyway, we'll eat raspberries and that'll make it go away, right, Raj?
Yes. So what's about raspberry? Wow.
God, there was like 15 good things about raspberries.
Let me talk a little bit about raspberry to start with. You have all of the, everybody loves berries, right?
Sure.
I love blueberries. I like the acai berry, strawberry, cranberry.
All very high in sugar.
Right. Elderberry, all kind of berries are there in the world. So there are so many variety berries grow. But the uniqueness about the raspberry is very interesting. It can grow plenty, but it has a short life. And it's also like once you plant one, it will take it over and grow.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. But you're not able to preserve raspberry easily unless you freeze it.
Freeze them, yeah.
Yes. You're not able
And if you get raspberries and they're fresh,
yeah.
you should eat them quickly.
Yeah, quickly, because they disintegrate and deteriorate real fast.
Yeah.
That's something uniqueness about the raspberry. 'Cause a lot of other berries, you can dry them, eat it, you can buy them, you don't have problem. But raspberry cannot.
Yeah. And they only are harvested in the summer and the fall.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. And so the raspberry, in fact, I tried to find one to buy one on the Amazon to dry one. Man, it's so expensive, not available, and only in the powder form.
Uh-huh.
Real expensive.
Wow.
Yeah, you're talking about real expensive. I think it was a 4 ounce for somewhere, I don't know, $50. It was so expensive.
Shoo-wee. But you can get them frozen. And
Yeah.
really, out of season, that's the best way to get them.
Get it.
It's frozen.
Right. So that's the uniqueness about the raspberry. Now raspberry has a lot of good benefits for consuming, and so it's one of those unique berries. I love raspberry tea actually.
Oh yeah.
It tastes so good. My favorite place used to be Ruby Tuesday.
Mm.
I used to go, and when we went inside, they asked me, "What do you want to drink?" I said, "Raspberry tea."
So it's raspberry and iced tea together?
Yeah.
Mixed together, yeah.
It had a good flavor. Like, I love that flavor they had it over there.
Well, raspberries have a unique sugar and
Yes.
sweetness because it's very low in sugar,
Yes.
lower than most other berries.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have insulin problems, diabetes problems,
Yes.
you can eat a lot of twice as many raspberries as
Yes.
any other fruit.
Right. And so the raspberry also has a good fiber
Yep.
and anti-inflammation, antioxidant.
Mm-hmm.
And raspberry, they look red, right?
Yep. There's
Yeah.
red. There's black raspberries,
Yes.
and then I think there's like a white raspberry.
Something close to white, but not
But the red ones are the best. For
best
you.
one. Yeah. I think white is kind of mixed something. It's not 100% white. But
Yeah.
But anyway, so raspberries are unique, and if you plan to grow, they will grow in your yard. Hey, you will take it over quite a bit.
Sure, that'd be a good thing to have take over.
Yes. So, and if you have plenty of raspberry, best way to keep frozen. You will not be able to keep dry them.
Yes. Well,
Okay, so what other benefits? You said you have a list.
there was 15 things.
Mhm.
One thing is, well, we already talked about the fact that the sugar is good for you
Oh,
and high in fiber.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are anti-flavonoids,
Yes.
which are good for your blood, good for your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberries are also good for your blood sugar,
Yes.
which not only is that good for you if you have diabetes, but also if you have heart problems,
Mm-hmm.
which people don't associate blood sugar with heart problems as much as they should, because
Yes.
if you have a insulin problem, then that raises your heart problem too.
Yes.
So you have to be conscious of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Also, it's good for your. Let's see. How do I put this? It's good for your sexual stamina,
Oh, libido.
libido. Yeah,
Yes.
and also it helps with your sperm.
Right. So what it is, it has a certain components in the
I think that's
berry.
the anti-flavonoids,
Right.
but I'm not positive. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I don't know the exact technical name, but that's what it promotes because it has certain components which promotes it regulates your hormones, and so it's good for promoting the prostate health, and as I indicated that it increases the what do you call. Now it also helps women too. For the regulating their hormones, and if you are younger and you are desiring for child, it's good to consume the raspberries. I put it in a nutshell. Of course, do your own research, do your own homework, because there are so many.
Talk to your doctor.
Yeah, talk to your health provider.
Exactly.
But if you are one into it, then do your homework and see what you can find and make the best use of it.
Another good thing,
Mm-hmm.
raspberries kill cancer cells.
Yes.
Mouth cancer, stomach cancer, any digestive.
Colon,
Colon
Yeah.
cancer. As raspberries pass through your body, on contact, it
Yes.
destroys cancer cells.
Right. So it has been, they given those raspberry extract to the mice and rats and all, whatever, rats, I guess they call it. So they found that really works. And so there are some experiments done in different universities, and they found good result on it. It also helps to reduce the weight, since it has a good fiber content, low sugar, and of course it has it quench your, I guess, craving for the sweet.
Sure.
And it has a vitamin C, of course.
Vitamin C, vitamin E.
E. And the part of the vitamin K is in it so that it
Good
will
for your
help
skin.
you promote the health of your bones.
Yeah.
So
And it's also good for if you have arthritis.
yes, anti-inflammation. Yes,
Yeah, that's the anti-inflammatories.
right. I love raspberry. So
Me too.
it
The
has
more
this.
I did research, the more I wanted to go to the store and look for some frozen raspberries.
They have good flavor. And now let me mention something about raspberry leaves. Now, raspberry leaves has high content of iron. And so if you are a woman and if you during the menstrual period you lose a lot of iron, and so if you're really suffering from that, instead of taking some iron supplements, because iron supplement can cause some other complications, such as, especially I know it can cause the constipation. And so I would encourage you to do your homework, and buy the raspberry leaves and make a tea, steep it, heat it up, water, steep it and drink it. You get a good amount of iron from that.
That's a good idea.
Naturally. And you don't have nothing to worry about constipation or any
Do the
complications.
leaves taste as good as the fruit?
It tastes good. I mean, the smells, they have certain odor. They're not really strong. They're not bitter. You can always add your sweetener. I love to drink with
Sure, a little bit of honey.
honey in it. Mix it up. I love those. It smells good too. So they're really good. It's easy to, if you have raspberry, just pull it out, leaves, and dry them, and you can store it. And if you want to make an abstract, then of course you can use a number of things such as vodka. Proof. Yeah, vodka. You can use alcohol. You can use vinegar. Or you can use the.
Yeah, but don't use isopropyl alcohol.
No.
Unless you're rubbing it on your skin.
You have to use regular alcohol which you consume. That kind.
Sure. Vodka,
Digestible.
tequila.
Yeah. So you can make an abstract in different ways. I think we talked about that before. You have to put it in alcohol all the way, fill it up the bottle, and keep it for a number of weeks, and shake it every day. Not put it in a light, dark is better, and it gets abstracted, and then you can use that abstract as a tincture, drops.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, that's you. If you're going to do something, you want to do your homework before you start doing something like that. So yeah, raspberries are really great berries.
They're greater than blueberries because there was 15 things about raspberries.
Yeah.
Blueberries only had 10.
Right, and I like blueberries, but I love raspberries.
Like 50% more, right?
Yes, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they look pretty when the color-wise.
Yeah.
They have red color.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're delicious.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would
They're
encourage.
becoming my favorite fruit.
That sounds good to me. I need to buy some frozen one too because I didn't have it. I was really looking for dry one, and I realized, there's nothing not available, only powder, and so expensive.
Yeah, that sounds, I don't know. I would go for the frozen ones.
that's the
And that
best.
way I could do banana bread with raspberries on top.
Oh yeah, in fact, yeah, that's another way. Or if you make that would be an idea to make some muffin of raspberry. That would be great.
What about raspberry jam? That would be.
Oh yeah, yes.
That'd be something we should look into. Make raspberry jam. That might be a good way to preserve it.
Right.
You know?
If you, I don't know if you are able to find a big box like a, what do you call it? Where you can put a lot of dirt in it
Uh-huh.
and, and then grow some.
Oh, make a planter, like a big planter full of raspberries so they don't take over?
Yeah, just you start with one and it will take it over.
Sure.
You will have plenty of raspberries.
Well, I can put them in my planter that I used last year for hot peppers because I'm going to plant more peppers in the yard this year.
Yeah,
And I can put raspberries in that planter.
sounds good to me.
Oh,
Good idea.
yeah.
That would be a great idea.
That
So,
sounds awesome.
yeah, that would be a good idea. Seems to me.
Well,
Okay,
that's-
so that's pretty much about the raspberry. If you guys find something interesting, let us know.
Yeah, any subject that you want to know more about, we'll do the research and then we'll tell you what we find out.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to bring us your broken lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Bring them to me over here on Battlefield Avenue. I'll fix your lawnmower or whatever.
Yeah, any kind of machines. Which
Pressure washer. I got a pressure washer over there now, but
Oh, you
it's
did
been
get-
finished.
Okay.
But, we need to hook up the hose to make sure the carburetor's adjusted.
Working, right?
Yeah.
Because I need to pressure wash this house sometime.
Oh, well, I got a pressure washer for your house.
Right. I'm just
We can
waiting
use
for
mine.
Sean to replace that faucet outside.
No, okay. Well, let's see. What else we want to remind people? Don't forget to compost.
Okay, your right to vote.
Yep.
And,
Right to vote. One voice, one vote.
Yes.
And we are in the midst of our
election.
primary right now. Primary elections. Early voting started last Monday. Did you vote yet?
No, I'll be going this week.
I did. I voted last Monday.
Oh, good.
I was maybe the first one there.
Okay.
Well, second one because the poll workers were there.
Sounds good. So the another thing to remind is the sign up with your county for recycle bin,
Yep.
which doesn't cost you anything, and then you can start recycling. They come and pick it up. So your glass bottles, papers, whatnot,
Cardboard. Yeah.
cardboard, yes, all kind of stuff. So think about
So
that.
awesome. And be aware of the containers that you're buying, that your food comes in.
Right.
If you stop using plastic, maybe the manufacturers will get it.
Yeah, because I was thinking in my mind that why they couldn't create a container which can have some kind of coating on it, like a wax coating, and very thin plastic inside, and like a cardboard type and wax coating on it, so that you can put the other stuff like, you want to buy cottage cheese or anything like that. Those containers will be easy to biodegradable, something like that.
Well, see, I reuse a lot of those containers
do.
like
I
that.
do
My
usually
cottage
use-
cheese, I
Yeah.
put nuts and bolts in them.
Yeah.
Put the top on it, label it.
Mm-hmm.
I got sugar in one. I got tea in 2 different kinds of tea and 2 other different ones.
Oh yeah.
So they're getting reused.
I use all plastic container as much as I can. Store all my grains, spices,
Yeah, good for spices.
some of my nuts. I bought some dry berries, all of that stuff. So yeah, I use them. As long as you store the dry stuff, it's not really much impact on your food. But when you start storing liquid and cold and hot, it does matter.
Not a good idea.
Yeah. So
It's gonna leach in.
yes. So that's the reason I don't know why they don't think about doing something with the plastic bottles, drinks, especially drinks are interesting, especially those diet soda and all. Those things, they use those chemicals. Hell,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. I'm not sure about those.
Not even sugar. Ugh.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
the saccharine, whatever they use, aspartame,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, Thanks for watching. We're so glad to have you here with us for Touch the Sun. We'll see you next Saturday for Touch the Sun. Thank you, Rod.
Okay.